Okay, so this is your Unit 3 mini quiz. There are 10 questions. I was going to just kind of go through it. This one's pretty straightforward. I don't need to go through it. This one, you should remember, you have to move this over. Okay. I was going to do one example here. You can tell by the answer choices, like if you're looking at certain choices that you know that it's going to be quadratic formula. Obviously, looking at some of these problems, you can see the choices. Remember, what's this no real solution? Not saying this is the answer, but what does that mean again? That means that the square root inside was negative. We're going to go over one of those. What's the solution set? Again, that's what they're going to ask the set. Sometimes they just ask for one solution, which the following is a solution. Okay, if it said select all, maybe both solutions would be mixed into the answers here, but do the best you can. Solve this through. You shouldn't have too many issues with this. I'm going to do one example, like I said. We actually did some of these earlier, so they should be some help to you. I really want this quiz to just be a way to bump your grade, gain some confidence in what we're doing. Okay? All right, so we're just going to go over this one. I really think yesterday's review was good enough that we know what we're doing. You feel free to, you can pay attention, you can write it down if you'd like, try to solve it, that's totally fine. You're going to have your notes out anyways to try to figure out what, with the quiz, you should have your work in front of you while you're working. So when we look at this, we're going to use the quadratic formula. We're going to go x equals negative b, right? So x equals negative b. So negative b would be like this, right? Remember, when b is negative, and first of all, why don't we just write that out? I don't have my stylus with me, so this may take a minute. No big deal. So a is negative 5, b is negative 4, c is negative 3, right? So if I said x equals negative b, b is already negative. So what's going to happen basically is you're going to be plugging in another negative in the formula. And I was trying to explain that yesterday in more detail. Right? Plus or minus b squared. Now, again, if it's just b squared, pay attention to this. This is where kids get mixed up easily, especially when we start graphing next week. It's an easy way to get mixed up. So when I put that in there, I'm putting a parenthesis in. And what's going in there? B squared. What does that really look like? If I was to do this on the side here, remember, anything parenthesis to the second power, you're going to write that parenthesis out twice. All right? Give me some time. I know it's taking a while with my mouse. But notice the parenthesis is written out twice, okay? So that's what you have to think of. So this is actually going to turn into positive 16. All right? Let's finish the formula. B squared minus 4ac. A is negative 5. C is negative 3. All right? Good, good, good. All over 2a. All right, now let's solve this other portion here. Negative 4 times negative 5 is positive 20. Positive 20 times negative 3, that's negative 60. Interesting. What's this going to equal? You're going to get, what's that going to be? 44 negative, right? Negative 60 and positive 16. And we should know this is actually going to turn into positive 4 all over 2a. Remember, we can't have this. We are not allowed to have a negative here. Inside the square root, your answer is no real. You'll get this in Algebra 2 because there's going to be imaginary numbers in Algebra 2, but not in Algebra 1. Solutions. I know it takes a while. All right, so do the best you can. Hopefully this helped you a little bit. Just understand the negatives when they're in the formula and get it done before 2 p.m. I'll see you guys on Tuesday.